Okay, good morning, everybody. Can start now, Eugene. Don't wait. No sound? Why? Can start now, Eugene.
Teacher, but no people see.
Doesn't matter. My class, maybe they are not free. We record, then after that, they can play back. Start now.
Okay. So today we are going to learn about statistics. So statistics usually in paper 2. In section B, and there's only one question in paper 2, and usually some questions in paper 1. But today we are going to learn about paper 2, because paper 2 is harder. So as you can see, usually there are four sub questions, A, B, C, D. Usually the first question is asking you to fill in the table. Second question is usually asking about calculate the estimated mean. And then the third question usually is drawing the graph. So fourth question is usually calculate percentage or something like number of people, something like that, the frequency. Okay. So first we're going to learn this question first. So they give you a frequency polygon that shows the height of 100 students of SMK Manis. So this is a frequency polygon. So frequency polygon usually shows about this one shows about the midpoint and the frequency. So they have this is our own frequency and not cumulative frequency. So you can see there's a peak here around 163 cm here. So we look at the first question A. So they want you to fill in the answer space. So that what is the, you know what we have in the table first. We look at it first. So we have height, tinggi, cm, and then we got frequency, kekerapan, and then we got cumulative frequency, kekerapan, tonggokan, and then we got upper boundary, sempadan atas. So height tinggi is usually the class. So you have to fill in the class. So based on this based on this frequency polygon, we can see this is a midpoint at x-axis. So the height that shows the height in the x-axis is the midpoint. So from a midpoint, we can know that the class of the students of the height. So for first, you see 143. So the midpoint of 143 is between 141 and 145. Because you see at the second card, you see at the second one is 148. So the range must be around 5. So as we know that midpoint is 143, so it's between 141 and 145. So therefore we will put in 141 and 145 as the answer. And then the second one, we know that the range is around 5, so we plus 5 to it. If you really don't know how to do it, so just plus 5, because you see the range from the midpoint. If you minus from the second one to from the first one, is equals to 5. So we just add 5 to it for everything. So you see the second one is 146 to 150, and then the third one is 151 to 155, because from the second one is 146 to 150, so plus 5 to each of it, so it becomes 151 to 155, 155. So the third one is 156 to 160, because from the third one is 150 to 151 to 155, so it's the same. You just plus 5 for each of it. And then the fourth one, fifth one, sixth one is also the same. Just plus 5 to each of it. So it's equal to 166 to 161 to 165, 166 to 170, 171 to 175, and 176 to 180. So we already fill in the height. So now we go into frequency. Frequency, we obtain the data from the frequency polygon. You can see the frequency polygon got the number of students. So the number of students is their frequency. So we look at the first one, 143 is 0. So around 141 to 145, the frequency must be 0, because the midpoint is 143 and their class is 141 to between 141 and 145. So the answer must be 0. The second one, we can look at it. It's between is at around the six line, the six line between 5 and 10. So from this range is 2 cm to like 2 cm 5 people. So for 0.2, you see from the two line, each two line is about one people. So you can see it's about the 6 line. So we divided by 2. So we get 3 people. Okay. So 3 people is between 5 and 10. So we plus 3 in on it. So it's become 5 plus 3 equals to 8. So it's 8 people. So the frequency is 8. For the third one, 153, you see is below the half point. So it's 2 people. So we can add to it 10 plus 2, so it's 12. And then the third one is also is just above the halfway point, just as same as the 148 one. So there's 3 people between them. So you see it's at the 20 line. So the frequency must be 20 plus 3 equals to 23. And then the fourth one, 163. So the range 161 to 165 is the same. You see, is still above the halfway point. So it's 3. So it's 35 plus 3 equals to 38. Fourth, we go to the 168. So 168 is between is I think is above, just above as well. So is where yeah, same just above the halfway point. So is 3 as well. So it's 10 plus 3, so it's 13. So The fourth, for another one, 173, between 171 and 175. So we can see it's just two lines above the line 5 at 5. So it's only one. So the answer is 5 plus 1 equals to 6. So we can fill in the frequency, and then the last one is 0 because it's at the line 0. So the frequency we can look at it, we can fill in already when we obtain the data. So now we go into cumulative frequency. For cumulative frequency is just like sum of all the frequency. So for example, the first one must be in the first one, from the first one, because we don't have the second one, third one add together. We just start from the first one. So usually first one is must be 0 because you see the frequency is usually nothing, so it's 0. So the second one is the second one we can see is 8. So the cumulative frequency must be 8 because it's the first one plus second one. But first one is already know is 0. So it's 0 plus 8 equals to 8. So usually first one, second one is easy. The third one will be a little bit harder because there's from the we need to add from the first and second data. So the third one we can see is 12. So the answer should be 8 plus 12 equals to 20. We can get from the first and second data, first, second, and third data. So the fourth one is add from the first one to the fourth one. So we can see 0, 8, 12, and 23. 23 is the frequency. And then the cumulative frequency, we need to add from the start. So it's 0 plus 8 plus 12 plus 23 equals to 43. But if you don't want to be confused, you just add from the last cumulative frequency you have obtained. So for example, you see 20, and then your frequency is 23. So you just add straight 20 plus 23 equals to 43. It's still the same answer. So the fourth one is 38. So 38, you just add from the cumulative frequency. 38 plus 43 equals to 81. Okay, just press the calculator so you can get the answer. The second last one is 13. So you add 81 plus 13 equals to 94. And then the last one is 6 only. So 6 plus 94 equals to 100. So usually the last one must be 100. You see from the question given, see the height of 100 students, you can highlight it first before you answer the question. So you must be get 100. If you cannot get 100, so the answer must be wrong already somewhere. So you must check the answer, double check the answer. So the answer is like this. Okay, it's correct already. So we look at the upper boundary. Upper boundary is from the upper class. Is, for example, like you see 141 and 145. So the upper boundary of the class is like the start the end of the first class, and between end of the first class and start of the second class. So for example, you see the end of the first class is 145. The start of the second class is 146. So our upper boundary is between them. It's like the midpoint between this end of the first class, end of the first class and start of the second class. That is 146. So to obtain this upper boundary, we must plus together these two number and divided by 2. So it's 145 plus 146. So divided by 2. So we get 145.5. Wait, what? Okay. Its answer is 145.5. So the second one is 146 and 150. So the upper boundary is 150 plus 151. Because the end of first class is 150 and the start of a third class is 151. So it's 150 plus 151 divided by 2 equals to 150.5. So when you get this kind of answer, you can see, you can have a look, you can compare. You see the first class and the second class, we can see the differences between them is only 5. So usually the progression is like plus 5 from every class. So you can plus 5 to each of the answer. And then you see from the third one, you can use the second one and plus 5. So the answer is 150.5 plus 5 equals to 155.5. So the answer is like that. And then the fourth one, you also as well plus 5. It's like a progression. You just plus 5 to it for every number. So 155 plus 155.5 plus 5 equals to 160.5. So the fourth one is as well the same answer. 160.5 plus 5 equals to 165.5. And then the next also 165.5 plus 5 equals to 170.5. It's the same. If you like plus 5 to each of it, the answer is still the same. If you get from the end of the class and start of the next class, is you still get the same answer. Because you see, like for example, 175 and 176, 175 plus 176 divided by 2, because you can get the answer 175.5. It's still the same thing. So for easier to understand, you just get the first answer for the like the first upper boundary and then the second upper boundary, and then you minus it to get the difference, and then you plus each of it, so you get the answer. So we now move on to the estimated mean. So Eugene, you can teach now for estimated mean.
Okay, so for estimated mean, this is the symbol for the mean, bar x. And then in group data, we usually use the formula for mean is summation fx over summation f. Summation fx is frequency times midpoint, which is this one we can find in this graph. So for the first class, there's 0 frequency, so we don't need to write. And for the second class, the frequency is 8, and we multiply with 148. And then for all the class, we just need to multiply the frequency and the midpoint together. So if you want to put another bar here as a midpoint, and then you write all the midpoint down, it's easier to multiply and then add everything together, and then you can get summation fx. For summation f is the total frequency. As you can see, the total frequency in this question is 100. So when you add up all the frequency, you can get 100. So if you multiply here, all the frequency times midpoint, and then you get a value, divide by 100, you can get the estimated mean.
Okay. Okay. Now moving on to question C. So for question C, they ask you to draw the ogive. So for the ogive, usually there's like 4 to 5 marks. Okay, there's usually 4 to 5 marks. Like I don't know the marks is like, okay. So the scale for you to get the marks, you must calibrate the scale correctly. The scale must be correct, and then the x-axis and y-axis must be correct in the correct location, and then the graph you draw must be smooth, and the point you plot must be correct in correct place. So for ogive, okay, for ogive, we usually use upper boundary and cumulative frequency. So for upper boundary is lie on the x-axis, cumulative frequency is lie on the y-axis. So first thing you must identify the x-axis and y-axis like we do just now. So upper boundary is at x-axis, and then cumulative frequency is at y-axis. So next one is we look at it is, okay, we must identify the scale. We must know what is the scale first for x-axis and y-axis. So you can see it's 2 cm to 5 cm on the horizontal axis and 2 cm to 10 students on the vertical axis. So we can know that horizontal axis is x-axis. So you see horizontal axis is 2 cm to 5 cm. So the differences between the first one and second one must be 5. Okay. And then the second one, you see vertical axis 2 cm to 10 students. So we can know that vertical axis is y-axis. Y-axis, you see the differences between them is 10 cm, 10 students. So for every 2 cm for horizontal axis, every 2 cm must have the differences of 5 cm. So there's for vertical axis, you see 2 cm, for every 2 cm, the differences must be 10 students. So we now look at the graph paper that provided. So for the graph paper, we can draw the horizontal axis and vertical axis first. Where I need to ask about something. Graph paper, please. Graph paper, please. Okay. So now we look at the graph paper. So usually they give you the graph paper is for every square there's an area of 2 cm times 2 cm. So you when you use your ruler to measure, so for you see for the horizontal, you see for every like thick line, you see there's a thin line and a thick line. For the thick line, if you measure from first thick line to the another thick line, is 2 cm. So for the vertical is like it's also the same. It's like a square, it's like a square grid, you see, square grid. All the paper is inside of it, it's all square. So it's 2 cm by 2 cm. Usually they give you this kind of scale. So you can draw like easily. So now first to draw the ogive, first we need to draw the horizontal and the vertical axis. So we draw the horizontal axis first. For horizontal axis, there's something you need to know. So from the start, you have to start from 0. Okay, where? Okay, so you can see number of student and you see a horizontal axis. Okay, for for horizontal axis, there's something you need to know. You see, from the start, we must see the intersection point. You see, intersection point is must be 0. So that's the origin. But from horizontal axis, there's something that you need to change. You see, you cannot be straight line at the start because you see, the height is starting from what from 100 something, but you cannot extend to like 20 to 30 square, so you to get that 140 something. So for your knowledge, you must use something like we call something to connect the first point to the most the first class. Okay, start from the upper boundary. So the drawing is like where. So you see it's a zigzag point or zigzag line to connect the first one to the
Hong Liang, you need to put a checkpoint in the
huh?
answer scheme. You need to draw this and check.
You mean
Just
like
like
what?
that. I mean the you can start from the 165.5 and then 0 for the y-axis. Draw like that. You need to put the check.
Or
The 0 don't need to
zigzag?
write.
Zigzag also
Don't
need
need to check. Answer scheme don't need. Answer scheme don't need. 0 also don't need to write. You can start from this column. And then here, beside the 0 there, write the upper boundary for the first class.
So, teacher,
The
you mean
origin,
like what?
the original
Only,
point there, don't need to write the 0. You just write the first class upper boundary.
where sir, where teacher? My Zoom is freezing. Wait.
One four 5.5 can start at the 0 there. Don't need to have a space. Can start at the y-axis there.
Okay, so from what Mr. Lee said is you can see if zigzag line no zigzag line also can. So for the starters you don't use zigzag line first. You start from 0 and straight put 140 40.5. You must start from the 0, the point that the frequency shows 0. So from the table you can see for which point we start from 0. So we go and have a look at the table. So we go to look at we go to look from the table. The start is 143. The frequency that shows 0 is 143. So you see the upper boundary is 145.5. So you start from 145.5. And then the second one, 150.5. You just draw for every 2 cm. You draw each point out. Okay, plot each the each, at the each height, every height for the x-axis. You draw until the end. That is 180.5.
Correct.
Okay, okay, correct. Okay.
Correct.
So so you need to plot every you see you put every point for the x-axis. So for y-axis is the same thing. The vertical axis is the same thing. For every student is 10. So we look at the cumulative frequency. You can see it's 0 to 100. So we start from 0, and then for every 2 cm we put 10 student. So from the start is 0. The second one, after the 2 cm, and then you see the thick line there. The first thick line there is 10 students. Then the second one is 20 students. You just add 10 to it. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, until 100. Until 100. So you can look at the screen. Just plot every point you have. Okay. So you can get already like two marks for this thing already. If you correct the scale correct, and then the vertical and horizontal axis is correct. So after this, you can see you usually start from the first upper boundary. That is 145.5, and then for 145.5 is 0. the answer, the cumulative frequency is 0. So usually for ogive we use cumulative frequency. We refer to the cumulative frequency. So the answer is 1, 0. So we plot 0 for 145.5. And then after that, for the second point,
Okay, for
for
the
150,
y-axis, you need to write 0. Start like that from the second column there, and then write the frequency.
yes,
Cumulative.
yeah,
Zero,
yeah. Okay. So 0. So you see, we start for 145.5 is 0. So usually 145.5 is at the line horizontal axis because it's 0. There's nothing in it. So it's 0. So you plot the point 145 0. Okay, you can see 145.5 and then just plot. Okay, so due to the y-axis is like not enough space. So the scale we don't follow the scale first. Like you know why? Because see for from the second column to the last column is not enough for 100. So for here we just like see use shorter scale, but not following the scale first. But in the exam the graph paper usually is enough for you to draw. So you don't need to worry. You just follow in the exam. You just follow the scale. So now you see we plot the point 145.50. The second one is 150.5 A. So we plot at the A there. And then the third one is 155.5 20. So we just plot. You just follow. You just follow from what the upper boundary and the cumulative frequency has. Just follow and plot the point, all the point out. So you see, after you plot the point out, plot all the point out, you will form like an ogive shape, like a curve, like a snake. So after you plot all the points, okay, you can look at the diagram, plot all the points until the last one, 175.5, 100 that gets 100. So you can start to draw the ogive. For your knowledge, ogive must be smooth. If not, you -1 mark for the smoothness. So usually you must draw smoothly to get the mark. If not smooth, teacher won't give you the mark. So you must draw like a very smooth graph. You just need to follow the point and draw smoothly. So you will get the point for the drawing. Okay. So after you plot the point correctly, you can get another mark already. So now we draw the ogive. For because we use computer. Usually we use hand, we will draw smoothly. We will be very precise. But if we use this computer, we cannot draw really too smoothly. And for this paper, we cannot draw very smoothly. But usually in the exam graph paper, we can draw very smoothly. Because the point is enough for you to draw smoothly for the ogive. So this is the ogive you will get. You must draw very smooth. Just try to practice more about drawing, so you can get a very smooth ogive. So we will get some So the object something like this. Well, object you see there's common mistakes here. You see, usually the line you must like touch the point. But for this object you see there's one point that did not touch the the line did not touch the point. So this will cost you like one or 2 marks. So you must draw very carefully. You must follow the points. You must touch the points and then just touch the point. See, touch the point. So you won't the examiner won't minus you 1 mark. And you can see the graph is not smooth. It's also minus 1 mark. So you must draw very smooth. Okay. So this is the drawing. Okay. For you to draw, you must draw smooth. Okay. Don't follow this graph. Okay. So now move on to the last question. So they want you to calculate the percentage based on the okay. So ignore the drawing. Okay. So now for the object in C, they want you to base on the object in C to find the percentage of students whose weight is more than 67 cm. So you can see 167 cm is around what 100 is around 166 to 180. Okay, so they want you to base on the object. So you see the object here based on the scale. So you can see you can see from the last question this you see for 2 cm and 2 cm to 5 cm. So 2 cm and for every 2 cm the difference is 5 cm. But for every small line, you see every small line there's 10 line between like yeah the 10 line between the first one to the second point. So you see 160.5 the first line, 165.5 the last line. There's 10 lines between them. Okay, including the 160.5 line and the 165.5 line. So we divided by 10. You see there's a 10 line. So for every first or for every one thin line only, the distance between the line and then another line is 5 divided by 10. You must 5 divided by 10 because you need to know where is the 167 is. So you can see for every line, the distance between them is 0.2 cm. And then after 0.2 cm, the distances between the height between the height is 0.5. You realize it's 0.5 because 5 divided by 10, so it's 0.5. So where is 167? 167 is the differences between the 167 and the previous upper boundary is 1.5 because see the previous upper boundary is 165.5, and then the 167 is around like the third line. See, because you see the differences between them is 1.5. So there's 3 line between them. So you see 167 is at the third line between 165.5 and 170.5. So you draw up. You need to find the range. You need to find the percentage. So you see, you draw up the line, and then you will obtain something around 80 to 85, something like that. So they want you to find the percentage of students who get the more than 167, who have 167 height more than. So so 167, see the number of students is around 80 something, but they want you to find more than. So you see total number of students 100. So you minus the amount of data you get, something like 84, 85. So you minus it over the total number of students. Okay, the number you obtain over the 16. Okay, you see, get 16. So use the 16 over 100 times 100%. Okay, over 100 over total number of students. Don't be confused. Just use the like, you know, the number you get over the total number times 100%. So you'll get the answer something like 13%, something like that. Okay, 13 to 16, something like that. There will be a range, something like that. The answer usually got the range. So you don't need to be worried if you get like something different answer from your friend, something like that. So that's the question. Usually you will lose mark in smoothness of a graph, but don't be worried. Just try harder and get the full marks on it. Okay, that's the first question. So now we move on to the second question. We move on to question 2. So due to the time, we just discuss only for the question. Okay. So if you don't know, you just refer to the answer they give. But if you really don't know, you can ask question. You can ask question in the group. Okay, ask question in the group. So we move on to second question. So we discuss now. Okay, for the marks is 21 to 25. The second one is 26 to 30. Okay, 26 to 30. And then the third one, 31 to 35. The fourth one, 31 to 35. Fourth one, the 36 to 40. Fifth one, just add up, just add 5. Then until you get the last one, I think is around 51 to 55, I think. Oh, 50 for 58 also 56 to 60. Okay, if you get if there's still one line one like no one, so okay, to 53 6 to 60 until that. If you didn't get 56 to 60, is at least you get until 151 to 55. Upper boundary is the same. You see, the differences between them is 5. So it's at 5. You see, if you don't know the differences you find from the frequency polygon, you see 53 okay, the first one and the second one, 25 23 28. So you find the differences between them. So you find 5. So just add 5 all for all the upper boundary. Okay, usually they follow from what the frequency polygon has. Frequency same, 0, 5, 10, 20, 25, 15, 5, 0. Okay, 0, and then you see just obtain from the object. Cumulative frequency, just add together. Just remember if you didn't get for the number 80, you must calculate again from the frequency. You need to find out where's the problem for frequency. Then you look at the cumulative frequency, then get the answer. Okay, so it's 0, 5, 15, and then 35, and then 60. I guess 60, 75, 80, and then 80 as well. So after this, you go to draw the object as well, because they want you to draw the object. So you can look at the answer. The object is something around this one. Okay, start from point 25.5. and then end with 55.5. Okay. And then at 55.5, the answer is must be 80. Because from the data you have obtained is 80. Okay. Now for B, estimated mean mark is the same thing, but you usually use midpoint. Just use from the for frequency polygon midpoint and its frequency. Just times together, just times together and add together. You see from the answer, you get 41.13. If you didn't get that, there must be something wrong. Either is the midpoint you interpret wrongly, or the frequency you interpret wrongly. So you must check again. Where is the wrong? Where did you get wrong? Okay. So from the final question, those who attend below 35 are required to attend a remedial class. So they want you to see how many, they want you to state based on the object. So you just go have a look. 35 point. So they want you to see below 35. So you just obtain from the object. You see 35.5. Before that is 35. Okay. Before the line is 45. So you plot a dash line, and then touch the line, touch the object line, and then you use the ruler, and then you see, and then you draw another dash line to see how many students are there. So you get the answer 40. So that's the second question already. So for the question, they want you to count. So for the first one, they want you to count. They want you to fill in the table. It's the same thing. Okay, same thing. For A, it's the same thing. But this time you need to count. But before that, you have to fill in the weight first. The weight is, you see, the range is 30 to 39. First one they give you. So you fill in the second one. So the differences is 10. So you add together, add 10 for each of it. So you will get 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, until you get the last one, 90 to 99. So midpoint, you just plus it, you just get, okay, from for the formula for the midpoint is lower boundary plus upper boundary divided by 2. So for lower boundary is the same. But this time you need to get the first one, the start for the class and the end of the previous class, the last one, not the current one. So you see, we usually don't use 30 to 39. Use 30 plus 29. 29 plus 30. So you get a lower boundary. For the upper boundary is the same. Just what I mentioned, 39 plus 40. Just use the end of the class plus the start of another class, the next class. So 39 plus 40 divided by 2. So you get 39.5. So 39.5, after you get 39.5 and 39.5, you add together, then divided by 2. So you get the midpoint of 34.5. So the differences of the class, you see, 30 to 39, 40 to 49. See, the differences of class is 10. So you add together all 10. Add 10 to each of it. You see, 34.5. The next one must be 44.5. It's like a progression. So it's 54.5, 64.5, 74.5, 54.5, and then 94.5. Same thing. And then now we look at the frequency. Frequency is also the same. We just count. We just see from this one, the diagram with full of numbers. So you just count how many are there. They give you the range. So you see 30 to 39. So you count the number of 30 to 39 you get. Same thing. So you just count. You just have to look carefully and count carefully how much there is there. So you see, for first one you get 2, and then for the second one you count how much is there for 40 to 49. Between 40 to must be between them. You cannot be over or less than the number 40 to 49. Okay. Now we look at it. 40 to 49, we get 6. The frequency 6. So the next one 7, and then 10, and then 8, and then 4, and then 3. You just count and fill in the frequency you get. So the answer is there, provided for you, and yeah, you just look at it and check the answer whether it's correct. If not correct, you have to count again to see whether it's correct or not. Now we look at the B. B is the estimated mean. So over 40 days. So you just count frequency. You just the same frequency times midpoint, and then you use a calculator to count together frequency to sum all together frequency and the product of frequency and midpoint. So it's frequency times midpoint. You see submission F submission, or you use submission just use the mean. So it's submission Fx over submission F. So submission Fx, you see, is midpoint times frequency. So you add together all the product of midpoint and frequency. And then the cumulative frequency, you just add together the frequency. So you will get the answer. 64.5. 64.50 also can. But usually we don't need the 0. Okay. Now C, he want you to draw the histogram. Okay, histogram. Histogram is the one with the bar chart, the bar. So you draw together. You use the same. You just use the frequency and the weight for histogram. No need to use the. Okay, for histogram we will teach next for the next class. Okay, we will teach for the next class. Okay. So before we teach the histogram, we so that's it now. Because we don't have much time for the histogram already. So we'll teach for next class. So any questions, Mr. Lee? Mr. Lee, got any question or not?
So can you show the answer for question 3 to them, or they have an answer already?
Maybe we teach them. We teach them better for the question.
Okay, when is the next class?
We teach them better. Maybe okay. Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Thursday, what time?
But maybe we because if we have excess time, we can teach them the plans and evaluation. Teach them together.
Okay, can
discuss the time first.
I think.
Okay.
Depends so, the time.
Okay, can let me know. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Mr. Lee.
Okay, thank you.